Coming up, killed in the line of duty. A member of the FDNY loses his life fighting a fire.
Timing out the wind, the arrival of that heaviest rainfall, and how much colder it'll be by morning.
And what are the trends that'll have you nailing your whole look this season? New York Live catches up with the trendy salon, where you can get the latest in nail art and learn a few things to try out for yourself. Hey, what's up? This is News 4 Now for February 17th. I'm your girl, Kay Ingram. Now, a young life was lost. An FDNY firefighter is dead after battling a blaze earlier this week. 33-year-old Jesse Gerhard responded to a fire in Queens on Tuesday. The next night, he suddenly collapsed at the firehouse and died at a local hospital. A procession of first responders was held Thursday morning. Gerhard's cause of death hasn't been confirmed. The chief of operations spoke this morning about how strenuous of a job it is.
It's just a very, demanding job that actually, if you respond to more than one incident, the effects of smoke accumulate, in your body, and it's an accumulative effect sometimes, and that's why you may not feel it on your first response, but maybe it's the second or.
Gerhard was assigned to Ladder 134 in Far Rockaway. He was first appointed as a probationary firefighter in December of 2017. He's survived by his parents, his brother, and sister-in-law. Surveillance video is giving us a look at the moment a gasoline tanker truck overturned in Rockville Center, Long Island. Wednesday morning's crash on Sunrise Highway sparked a fire that damaged 2 buildings. The driver of the truck was able to escape without being seriously injured. No word just yet on what caused the crash, but that section of Sunrise Highway didn't reopen until early this morning. And new details are being released in the kidnapping case involving the biological parents and grandparent of a young girl in Ulster County, accused of taking her and hiding her under the stairs of their home.
No, he has nothing to say. Thank you.
The girl's parents, Kirk Schultes Jr. and Kimberly Cooper, and her grandfather, Kirk Schultes Sr., walked into court Wednesday without making a statement. Detectives found 6-year-old Paisley Schultes tucked away in a compartment in the stairs in a Saugerties home Monday night. Police say she was kidnapped by her biological parents after they lost custody of her in 2019. In court, the girl's grandfather said he didn't know the girl was hidden in the home. All 3 are charged with custodial interference and endangering the welfare of a child. They're scheduled to be back in court in April. This is not a good look for New York City. It turns out Uber passengers here are the rudest in the country. That's according to a new Uber survey taken by drivers. Uber based its list on several factors, including passenger punctuality, neatness, and courteous treatment of drivers. Seattle, Washington, D.C., Boston, and Minneapolis-St. Paul rounded out the top 5 for rudeness. Now, if you're wondering where the nicest passengers are, Uber says they're in the Midwest and the South.
Hi there, I'm Storm Team 4 meteorologist Maria LaRosa. Mild, a little muggy, and a lot windy. That's just all going to increase overnight tonight. The winds arriving with the rain showers by late evening and then really picking up in intensity, both the winds and the rain. As we head to the midnight hour, after that, it will continue maybe even with a few rumbles of thunder. We do have the wind advisories in effect that go into effect tonight and through tomorrow morning with those gusts as high as 50 miles per hour. And then for Nassau and Suffolk County, that high wind warning, we're talking about wind gusts closer to 60 miles per hour. For several hours, that's part of the problem. We could see the wind damage from trees down, power lines down as we get into tomorrow morning. Eventually, those winds ease up a bit and they turn from the northwest, and that's going to allow those temperatures to drop. Rain will be heavy at times overnight. By tomorrow morning, that line comes through. It clears by late morning, and in fact, the sun comes out for tomorrow afternoon, but much colder.
News 4 celebrates Black History Month. With dignity and grace, power and perseverance, Arthur Ashe was a champion on the tennis court and off. The Virginia native fought through discrimination and poverty to become the first African American to win the men's singles titles at Wimbledon and the U.S. Open, and become the first black man ranked #1 in the world. A dedicated humanitarian, he also became a tireless HIV and AIDS activist after he contracted it through a blood transfusion. Tennis centers across the country are named after him today. None more famous than the Center Court Stadium at the National Tennis Center in Queens. Arthur Ashe is part of our collective history, and together we are for New York.
All right, what better way to relax these days than to get a manicure? And we've got just the place for you. It's unique and it features the latest in nail trends. And some of these are looks you may even be able to do yourself. New York Live is here and paid a visit to one of the trendiest spots in town. Take a look.
One of my favorite things about heading into a new year is that we get to find out about all of the new trends. So today we're heading into Jinsun Spa in Tribeca to see what's on hand for 2022. Hey Jinsun.
Hi, how are you?
I have to tell you, I have been a big fan of yours for a while, so I'm really excited to be here with you.
Me too. Thank you for coming here.
Well, I know you've worked with a lot of celebrities, so tell me some of the people you've worked with.
Recently, I worked with Lady Gaga and Adele for British Vogue covers.
Wow.
And then also I have worked with lots of top models.
Yeah, like Kaya Gerber, I saw.
Yeah, and also Bella and Gigi Hadid.
So first we're going to do the abstract painted nails. What are the steps to getting this look?
So we are going to put base coat and then 1 coat of Jinsun Dew. Then we'll create the abstract curly line, wavy line with Jinsun Absolute Black. It doesn't have to be perfect as you see. And then I fill here.
Oh, I like this. This is like negative space kind of thing.
Yep, exactly.
And what's a good tip for people trying to do this at home?
You need to have a thin nail art brush. And then I turn the finger like that so you can see the side and I just feel it.
It's so cool looking. Makes me feel like a work of art. Jinsun, what's the next one?
Next one is like a party-like confetti nail art.
Confetti art, I'm all over it.
Exactly.
We all need a party in 2022.
Exactly. So I am going to do base coat and then 1 coat of Pixie.
Pixie,
How
pretty.
cute is that? Like sheer pink.
Beautiful.
And then I'm gonna dab this confetti. It's called Daisy. And then finish with top coat.
Business on the right, party on the left. Jinsun, thank you so much. I am actually truly honored to get a manicure from you, so I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. It was so much fun.
Well, you are really helping me put my best hand forward as we head into 2022, so thank you.
Thank you.
Sunday's brutal murder of creative producer Christina Lee has left New Yorkers and women in particular on edge after police say a stranger stalked her to her apartment. News 4's Mark Santia gives you an inside look at the NYPD's crime prevention handbook to stay safe out there.
I'm concerned about, what's going on. I see it all the time on TV.
It's my life on the line, basically, so I need to protect myself.
The fear, especially at night, is real, even before the murder of Christina Yuna Lee in Chinatown.
I need to know my surroundings right now.
Everyone on edge, women especially, according to a United Nations survey that found 40% feel less safe walking alone since the pandemic.
So I want to make sure that she's safe, that she's always with somebody.
The fears are familiar to Detective Sue Tu with the NYPD Community Affairs Bureau. She works the streets, stressing the need to be present with all 5 senses and not distracted by your phone or headphones.
Both the earpods are on. Is it like music? Are you listening to music?
Quietly, yeah.
Quietly. See, I like that. Yeah, we recommend sometimes to have only one.
Yeah,
just.
I do.
Oh, really? Yes! I was like, wait a minute.
Sabrina Marzan knows another AirPod safety trick.
Also, my earpod, if I have it in my ear, and if I say, hey Siri, 911, she hears me, and she'll dial it for me.
If you're heading out, Detective 2 has a playbook that starts like this.
Let your family know, let a friend know, of where you're going.
And when you're coming home, it's information you can share on your phone with a personal safety app. Most allow loved ones to track you, and many will call the police or sound an alarm if you get in trouble.
Any noise, any alarm will be good, so people around you would know.
But hopefully, it never comes to that. If you're coming home in a taxi or car service,
Speak to the driver. Let him know, hey, can you just watch me go in the door quickly? And then when I go in, you could just drive off.
and before you reach the door, Detective 2 says your walk-up matters.
Get ready. Have your keys ready. Don't waste any time near the front door, because that gives an opportunity for people, to follow you or whatnot. Once you open the door, just make sure that you close the door. Turn around, close the door.
If you see anything that's strange, I want you to call 911.
Inspector Maximo Tolentino says do not ever hesitate to call police, and you can even call for help in another way. Anyone can request an officer from the precinct to do a personal safety check.
You can actually invite them to come into your home to see what the security measures are, and they'll make a recommendation.
For Detective 2, the guiding principle is simple.
Be alert. Know your surrounding, who's in back of you, who's in front of you. Bottom line, not just the police, everybody. We all need everybody's participation.
In Hell's Kitchen, Mark Santia, News 4 New York.
Those are some great tips. Be sure to check back in with us tomorrow on News 4 Now. I'm Kay Ingram. See ya.